What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, and I'd like to welcome you to a very special video that I try to do at least once a year. And basically what that is give you guys a tour of my setup and office, the place where I record from, the place, you know, where my YouTube channel basically stems. I like to call it DanQ8000 headquarters, 8000 HQ. Give you a tour of 8000 HQ. Some of the things I have, some of the decorations, some of the equipment I use, things like that. I figure it's a great way to let you guys see. And if you're new to the channel, well, you get to see it for the first time. For those of you who have seen the last few, well, you can see what's new, what's updated, anything new. That's what these are there for. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. So picking up right outside of the office before you come in, I like to display my 100,000 subscriber award. This is the silver play button. They give you this after achieving 100,000 subscribers. It's pretty standard, actually. But I like to keep it outside as kind of like, you know, obviously to let people know, you know, YouTube is actually going somewhere right now. So it's exciting, and I'm very happy that I received that. There's also a gold play button, I believe, for getting, what do you call it, 1 million subscribers. So maybe we'll achieve that when that time comes. We're sitting at 276, I think, right as I'm recording this, roughly. And yeah, you never know. We may actually end up getting that milli. But there actually is another one now they added recently, I believe last year, a 10 million subscriber. I believe that is for a select group of people, and it's just this little, picture this, but like 10 times larger and made of diamond. I actually don't know if it's legit diamond, but only a few YouTubers have it. I'm sure everybody would know them, hence you have to have 10 million subscribers. But I think that's pretty cool. Maybe we'll get to that 10 million one day, but I'll stick with the 1 million and hope for the 1 million. But as of now, I'm very proud of this. It just goes to show you that, you know, if you work really hard at something, you can make a name for yourself. So anyway, let's head on into the office now. That's right outside the office here as we come in. Right off to the right is, you guys will recognize this. This is the pre-order Vault Tech poster for Fallout 4. The Vault Life Has Its Perks poster. I really like this here. I managed to find a I took a picture of it on my Instagram and posted it there, so I'm sure a few people have seen it. But this, I can't believe I found a frame this size, because it's a very unique frame. I didn't have to get it framed or anything like that. I just found it. It was funny because I went to the guy who did the framing, and we asked, "Do you have this size?" He's like, "Oh, I've never seen that at all." Literally directly to the right, my girlfriend pointed. She's like, "Look at that." And I look, and it was the exact size that I need, and the guy's like, "I've never seen it before in my life," and it's right next to him, again, next to the counter. I thought it was hilarious. So that, I like that. It's very suiting. I like to keep gaming posters and things to kind of keep the theme of the office going, and yeah, so that's why that's there. If we keep going, you can kind of I'll give you a little pano of the office as we step in here. Some of the things, you know, some people may recognize some stuff, some people may not, but anyway, let's start off on the left side of the room here, which is basically my console game collection, and there's a couple PC games down there as well, the ones that came with physical copies. Keep in mind, this isn't my entire collection. I do also have all my digital games. You know, you can't forget about the digital games and things of that nature. So I have a ton of games, and everyone always comments on that whenever I like make a video or whatever, you know, or that you can see them in the background. People are like, "Wow, those games!" As you can see, I had an Xbox 360 much longer than I had a PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation 3 games are, you know, kind of down here and off to the left. And then my original Xbox, there's a Wii U games and a couple PC games in there, and then you have the new ones, you know, Xbox One, PS4, things like that. So it's a pretty large collection. Sitting on top, and as I'm sure a few people know, I like to collect figures and things like that, you know. These were both gifts to me, actually. The one on the left, if you guys, like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this already. This is my Boba Fett talking figure, so if you go ahead and press his chest. Oh, I turned him off. I forgot. I turned him off. I'm sorry. All right, take 2 on Boba. You press his chest.
What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me. He's no good to me dead. As you wish.
I think that's all he says there.
Put Captain Solo in the cargo hold.
Duh.
What if he doesn't survive?
Okay. And also the other...
To me.
Thanks, Boba. We know. Where is it again? I know there's one more. It's on his arm. So yeah, and if you also push his arm, you can... And it actually lights up. It's hard to tell right now, but it does. I think it's pretty cool. And right next to that, we have the Kylo Ren Ship. This is actually die-cast metal. My friend Mitch gave it to me for my birthday, along with that mug that I also showcased on Instagram. I forgot to take a picture of this one, but there it is. There. It just sits there. These things do extend and, you know, whatnot. So I wish they don't bend out. They only have it in the parking position, but you'd think they'd bend out. I've tried everything and apparently it doesn't. So anyway, moving on here, we have my Grand Theft Auto 5 poster. I like to put posters up of games that I really, really enjoy, and that I like, cause there's all these like new games that give you posters. Like I have a poster for, what do you call it? The Order 1886, but let's not go there. You know what I mean? 1886 wasn't a very solid game, so I don't put that poster up. But games like Grand Theft Auto 5, where I had a ton of fun with, I'll definitely pop that up there. So that's awesome for me. I like that. So anyway, moving on, just a chair that I use, an extra chair. My laptop is behind it. Now this is where the big fun starts. Really, this is my figurine shelf. It's pretty much full right now. I've been trying to do some space saving, but it's been very, very difficult as we get more and more, because I constantly get new figures all the time. You know, if we go ahead and take a gander down here, we've got, you know, Kronos from God of War. That's from God of War Ascension, you know, and then you have the bobblehead from, I believe, Borderlands 2. Then you have Saints Row 4 Johnny Gat, you know, Uncharted 3's Drake, Nathan Drake. I bought that just because I wanted it. I was actually surprised that was $50 and it ended up coming that small. I thought it'd be a lot bigger for $50. I was a little disappointed. That's an SV Normandy, excuse me, the Normandy from Mass Effect. That's the original Normandy, not the second one. This is the original one. And then you have Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, the one that came out in 2013. Going up a shelf, we have Marcus Phoenix, and that's from Gears of War 3 Collector's Edition, followed by, you know what, I don't even remember dude's name, but that's from Order 1886. And I think it's funny that I set up buddy from Watch Dogs, forgive me, his name is eluding me, but he's basically shooting him, and dude doesn't even know. So, and over here we have Max Payne from Max Payne 3, still have that. That's an old figure, actually. Moving up a shelf, this one is my Batman themed shelf. We have the Batman Arkham Knight statue, which does light up, but the switch is, I don't know, you wouldn't be able to tell anyway. This is from Injustice Gods Among Us. You have Catwoman battling Batman. The Batman figure from Batman Arkham City, that one's also a fairly old one. And this is from the Joker table from Batman Arkham Origins Collector's Edition. So this is my Batman shelf. I try to keep the Batman stuff on this shelf. Moving up, we kind of have another sporadic shelf. This is the exclusive web-only edition, collector's edition of Rise of the Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. I like this one much better because it's an actual figure compared to the one down there, which is kind of like an action figure, because like as you can see, you can swap different things out. I gave her a pickaxe, the pistol, and the bow along her shoulder, and you can equip other things as well, but that's what I've done. Moving on here, we have the Mortal Kombat X Scorpion statue. It was a unique style. Not many people liked this style, but I thought it was so cool, and it comes with a certificate of authenticity. Look at this, Jesus! I just dusted too, and then some of the stuff got caught on the edge, I guess. Anyway, moving on here. This is a very unique piece I got from my in-laws for Christmas. This is the original Boba Fett, how he appeared in the Star Wars Christmas special, holiday special, back in the 70s. And that's how he was first introduced. Funny story, he was introduced in that, and this is how he looked. So I think that's pretty cool. It's a very rare statue. Well, not rare, but it's a limited edition statue. That's better to be said. Moving on here, we have the Just Cause 3 Collector's Edition grappling hook. I think it looks pretty solid. Moving up a level, we have the Far Cry 4. What's his name again? Good, it's been so long, man. I forget some of these characters' names. Pagan Min, I believe. Yeah, Pagan Min. That's Pagan Min there in his pink suit and his blonde hair and everything. The collector's edition. Moving on, this is the big one. The Fallout 4 collector's edition, the Pip-Boy edition. My Pip-Boy, it has to sit at eye level because it's one of the first things you see. Plus the box. I kept the box up here because I think it just suits it perfectly. And a Vault Boy figurine. It's not a bobblehead. Oh, it is a bobblehead. Wow, I'm an idiot. Sorry. This came with my loot crate. I was so psyched when I saw it. I'm like, going with the Fallout stuff. Moving up a shelf, we have my Portal shelf. We have a companion cube plushie, along with a miniature portal gun and the two co-op boys, Atlas and Peabody. Now, Atlas is chilling, Peabody's knocked down, and the reason this is they're both broken. They don't stand. They're actually action figures, a lot like the Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, and they've both fallen to the floor from that level countless times. They can stand, Peabody can stand, but I don't want to risk having them fall anymore. I'll try and give you a better look of them, but I've been wanting to get some sort of a thing and then glue them down because I don't play with them. They're figures for me. And I was thinking about getting just put them up in my own scene and then put it that way on like a piece of, I don't know, some sort of, and just kind of glue them in a position and keep it that way. That way they don't fall and they actually look a lot better too. So that's my goal there. And right on the top, because they're the tallest statues, my Assassin's Creed figures, all the way from Assassin's Creed 3, Black Flag, is it Unity? The French one? Yeah, Unity. And the one I didn't end up getting, Syndicate's Collector's Edition, because I thought they didn't have it, but then I found out you could get it online, and I would have bought it and added it to my Assassin's Creed collection, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, moving on, we have my Death Star plushie sitting on top of my Canon printer. This printer is kind of annoying, but it does the job. And then just a bunch of extra stuff in this filing cabinet. Nothing you really need to worry about. Extra mics in case I need a co-op partner. I need a mic for something else. Extra controllers, paper for the printer. You know, little things like that. Cameras, things like that. Extras. Now, if we move on over to the main meat of the office, this is where most of the stuff happens. This is my gaming PC, the one I had built earlier last year, or not too. I think I did it in the summer. It's quite monstrous, as you can see. It sits pretty high. Forgive the cable management. I mean, it's better than, as you can see, you can't see the cables from here. So that's what I'm happy about. They just kind of run up the leg and around back. So don't judge me there. I do my best because I have a lot of electronics in here. I just use that lamp for extra lighting. Right now, I don't have the best setup for lighting. I want professional lighting, but I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and it's not very big, so I can't set things up the way I want it. Speaking of which, if we zoom out really quick, a few people ask me, what the hell is this thing? Well, this is where I hang my green screen. My green screen sits over that, so whenever I do thumbnails or green screening, any sort of thing like that, yeah, that's what I do. I have to constantly take it out. Hell, I have to walk between my green screen bars. You see what I mean? That's why it sucks being such a small place when I want to do so much with the channel. So anyway, sitting around back, of course, my old Atari poster, had that for a while. This chair I've had for a long time too. It's starting to show some signs of wear. I want to get one of those racer chairs, DX racer chairs, but this one's doing all right so far. My TV, I use this as both a TV for console games and a second monitor. Whenever I'm recording PC gameplay, I'll throw my commentary track over on this screen and make sure everything's running okay. Anything extra I'll keep on this screen, and then the main game will be on the monitor there. So yeah, that works for me. I would prefer to have an actual monitor though. Like I don't think I'd want to go for a tri-monitor, but a dual monitor I think would be perfect. And just set those up because I have 2 GTX 980s in there, so that works just fine. Yeah, and there's a few other things as well. So yeah, it's propped up on this little thing here. It's not the best because this stand here is meant for monitors, not TVs, but this is a 32-inch, I believe. 1080p, obviously. Sitting with my PSI is up top there that I sometimes use. All my controllers right here, you know, PlayStation and Xbox controllers. All my hard drives where my videos sit. Any sort of extra here, you know, like the remote for my fan, you know. Chapsticks and things like that, you know, anything I need, USB thumb drives, things like that, all odds and ends, just kind of sit in that little thing. And then you've got my consoles around the middle, that sit underneath the little stand here. Xbox controllers, Xbox 360, Xbox One, then go to PS4 and PS3. They just kind of sit underneath this lift up. And you have my keyboard here. These were Origin-based Razer Black Widow and the Razer Taipan mouse, but they're Origin PC style. If you don't know them, they're a website. They're pretty solid, and an Origin PC mouse pad. Pretty extra. It's an extra large size. So that really helps. I do like this setup. Pretty solid mouse and keyboard combo, but it is just a Razer, so it's just with a different paint job. Sitting up here on the top shelf, like I said, I'm sure you've already seen my monitor. It's getting old, and I'd like to get a new one. Because it's getting old, there's actually quite a lot of screen tearing on it. You know, not something I really like. I've been probably going to get a 4K monitor up next, but I don't want to record in 4K. Does that make sense? I just want to prepare, and then I'd want to replace this with maybe a 4K monitor as well, and just pop it right there, because there's a few things I'd like to do. And get rid of this. I don't like this. See how it kind of, like, it looks cluttered in that corner? Like, you got the screen kind of blocking the poster and all that kind of stuff. I'd like it to just sit angled appropriately next to the monitor here, and it would look a lot better. And I could, you know, I was thinking about taking my old consoles, my 7th gen, so like Xbox 360, PS3, and getting rid of them. Not getting rid of them per se, but just taking them out of the setup, and that way I could put some odds and ends underneath there instead. You know what I mean? I think that'd be a lot better, and it'd be, you know, it saves some space as well. But we got some time, and this setup's working for me right now. So anyway, this is great. I use this to connect all my consoles to my, sitting in the middle there, is my Elgato for recording. That's what I used to record is an Elgato. The problem is I don't have the Elgato 60 yet. I haven't went out and got it. I don't know why. I guess I kind of just like the 30. Apparently I've heard problems with the 60 frames and how it constantly crashes and you lose all your gameplay. And I prefer to have gameplay than none. 60 frames of nothing is not better than 30 frames of something, am I right? So that's the only reason I haven't upgraded just yet. I'm a little cautious. Maybe I could try something else. But yeah, this is fantastic. All you gotta do is press a button and it'll change the channel and it'll swap between you don't have to unplug things from the Elgato. It can just stay hidden under there. So anyway, my Bose sound system, this stuff is pretty old as well. It's a 2.1, so you got the 2 computer speakers with the sub down low. Nothing too special there, not bad speakers. Over here, normally in this empty space, the camera I'm recording on will just sit there plugged in. There's nothing there. If you're wanting to know what I use, this camera that I'm using is a Sony, forgive me, I always forget it, PJ760V. It's an older camera as well, but it's a Boss camera. I love it. It's got many features. It's a beautiful looking camera, you know, in terms of quality. So if you want to check it out, you can probably get it for fairly cheap right now because it's a few years old. So if you want to use the same camera that I do, that's what it is. Sony PJ760V. Yeah, anyway, moving on. This is basically my mixer that I use for my amp, mixer for my amp. This is a mixer that I use for my recording mic, which we'll get to in a second, because it's a standard mic studio, you know, microphone connection. It's not USB, so you have to kind of run it into the mixer, set up all your volumes here that you want to, and send it via USB to your PC, and that's how that works. So I'm thinking about getting a better one. This one is pretty basic. I got it like when I got this new mic. I'm like, I don't need anything special. I just want to do this. But I think I want to upgrade it and get something a little better, a little more options on it, so I can make the mic sound a little better at certain times. So that's my goal here. My headset, I use Astro A50s. These things are fantastic. I love them. There is a problem with them that I found is actually pretty common among all A50 owners is right now I currently have an issue with the volume control. I mentioned it in a few of my videos, but if you like end up fiddling with stuff and you want to adjust the volume slightly, if you turn the volume up, it'll turn the volume up or it'll just go super loud. Even if you touch it just a bit, super loud or super quiet, and it'll like mute them completely. Or if you're trying to turn them down, it'll turn them up. It'll be so hard to find the one that you're, you know, the volume you're looking for, so to speak. And it's frustrating, but they're great sounding. I like that I can, you know, unplug them and they work for both on my PC where I'm recording PC and console. I have them connected just so that all I have to do is turn them on and I'll be able to listen to both audios from both. So if I want to play a console game, play a console game, PC game, same thing. It's pretty great. So these are good headphones, but that is a problem I'm currently having, and apparently it's a common one. So that's unfortunate. Anyway, just my modem there. I upgraded the other day to the best internet in the city, hell, in the country, I think, that you can get. It's pretty fast, 120 megs down, I believe. So it's pretty solid there. And I actually been getting 150 megabytes down, download per second. They're like, oh yeah, you're restricted to 120, but I've done tests and I get 150. It's hilarious. Things download in seconds. It's fantastic. This is just my remote for my TV. Now sitting over here, I'll just get, this is a little camera, this is a little clock that my nieces got for me for Christmas, little Stormtrooper clocks. He just sits on the edge of the desk. I wanted a better place because, as you can see, I don't know where to put him right now. I was thinking maybe up on the little shelf there, but it wasn't work. I don't know. He was gonna block the screen or something. So I'm just trying to figure something out, maybe something better. I thought maybe I'll put him on top of the modem, but the modem would get too hot because this is like one of the vents on top here, so you have to leave it there. So I'm like, you know what? Just chill in the corner. Just chill in the corner, and then it'll be all good. So anyway, that's awesome. And finally, this is, a lot of people ask what kind of mic I use. This is the Shure Sm7b, Shure S-H-U-R-E, SM7B. This is a studio quality microphone, and it's great. I have it on this boom stand, so wherever if I'm recording console, I could be sitting in my chair, and I can just pull it over in front of me like this, or I can rotate it right in front of me when I'm sitting at a computer, and I'm recording my PC gameplay, and it stretches pretty far. And when I'm done with it, I'm just like, okay, get this out of the way. Boom. It goes little coil. Boom. Just like that, tucks out of the way, out of sight, out of mind, just nicely organized. And if you're wondering what this boom stand is called, the swivel stand, a desk stand, it's called the Rode PS1. It's fantastic. It just hooks onto the desk underneath there, and bam, you just connect it. It fits like a glove. You just screw the bad boy on. You're good to go. So fantastic mic, the best one I've had. Now I just want to clear something up real quick. People say, oh, Dan, you should get a better mic because it sounds bad sometimes. If it sounds bad, I guarantee you it's not because of the mic. They use this mic in radio stations and for recording, like, you know, producing and things like that, you know. So if, like, recording artists use it all the time. It's just that YouTube, whenever I do, like, a song removal, sometimes, like, because there's copyrighted music, you have to remove the song, and YouTube's system is okay. It removes the song and lets you post the video and keep it live, but it'll sometimes butcher the audio and make it sound crackly. So it's not my fault, it's not this fault, the mic's fault, it's the, it's, you know, it's just, it's YouTube in their system. So anyway, that's pretty much that. And up above we have the Mass Effect 3 poster that I've had for a long time. I haven't really got too many new posters. The newest one is definitely the Perk poster that's on the way in, but I haven't had anything else. I'm wanting to get something that'll sit over here, but I've been wanting to wait until I get a monitor so I can adjust the height appropriately. So replace this with a monitor. I'll probably use this TV, maybe throw it in the bedroom or something like that, and just put that there, you know what I mean, like I was planning to, and then just make like a big long poster, a bunch of smaller ones, kind of about that size, and find the size that's best for me. So that's what I'm kind of going with. But oh yeah, I skipped this one, but it's not a big deal. Just a calendar, I put it on the side of this thing. Just I mean, my parents, every year for Christmas, they always give you a new calendar for the year, and my mom always picks out the supercars for me because she knows I'm a petrol head myself. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty sure that covers my office. I hope you enjoyed this tour. I'm gonna go ahead and flippity flop. What's up? So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour. Any questions about anything you saw today? Oh, and if this closet, you don't want to know what's in here. It's a gong show. Ugh. I keep the green screen mat in here in every box I've ever owned, and maybe my camera mount as well. My tripod is in here, and I have this for when I need to take proper selfies. Selfie stick, right, bro? It's all about them selfies. I call it a narcissistic. Get it? Narcissistic stick, narcissistic. Get it? I'm sure you get it. Anyway, so yeah, there's tons of boxes in here, nothing really fun, just old stuff. I gotta clean it out bad. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, favorite it as well. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like I said, any questions, concerns, anything you want to ask me, anything you want to say, comment it up. I'll try and answer it or chat with you guys as best of my ability. If you haven't followed me on my social media, Facebook.com/DanQ8000, Twitter @DanQ8000, Instagram @DanQ8K, and on Instagram you can see a lot of this stuff before you see a video like this, so you can see something new that I buy or something new that's an addition to the office or whatever. You can go ahead and follow me on that. And I also have a Vine @DanQ8000. I Vine every so often, so you can go ahead and check that out as well. And yeah, so thank you very much, guys. All those links are down in the description. So thank you. Take it easy. Have a fantastic day, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll be seeing you guys in more gameplay, vlogs, whatever the hell you guys think. Anything. DanQ8000's full of surprises. See, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.
Who's the man with the plan? If you feel trouble, wildin' wild on these violent and hit Q8000. Wait a minute, hold that stylish style. Dan, goddamn Billy Jack, we still riding tires flat. I hear them sirens, see shots flying, so we driving fire back. If they ain't vibing, lie with that. Got me dressed up in all black. What up? Hood up, and I see them haters try to run with us. They gon' need inhalers. Gotta breathe them hard just like Darth Vader. Players, grab your respirators. Night invaders get lightsabered. Mask on for the shooters. Move like trash to bed intruder. Got that Glock and got them woofers. Just press play, I'll keep it moving. Who is not? Still you damn fools. Keep it fresh like canned food. There ain't nothing we can't do, so tune into that DanQ. Yeah. It was never, ever a game.